And the losses continue to pile up for the Leafs. 3-2 losers tonight at the United Center in Chicago tonight against the Blackhawks. And they've now lost 5 in a row. They're 8-9-2 on the season. And the positives, I mean, look, the process to tonight's game was a lot better. I think they played a significantly better game than we've seen recently. But in the end, the result's the same. You get 0 points. You've lost 5 straight. It's ugly hockey. And again, you had a lead going into the third period. Proceed to cough it up and don't even get a point out of it. It's just gut-wrenching. And let's break the game down. And I lost my mind with 9 minutes to go in the first period. That didn't take long. They have the Blackhawks have the puck at the blue line, right? If you're looking as a goaltender out towards out towards the ice, they have the puck at the right point. And they are going across the right point. And then I think it was Levshunov comes down towards the front of the net. Now, as a defender, I think it was Dakota Mermis or it was Jake McKayosh or somebody like that. I can't remember who it was. Is stuck to his guy in front, right? Trying to glue to him, not getting a stick free, we're good. Take a look at 51. Take a look at Phil Myers. Where's he going? It's like he followed the puck the entire way. Because he ends up, Jake McCabe, I think it was Jake McCabe, and is a guy in front of the net. They're tied up, battling for position. Meanwhile, Phil Myers is directly in front of them. Meanwhile, who's this guy? Ryan Green. Is this the kid that absolutely flies? No, that was number 11. I can't remember. There's a lot of young kids on the Blackhawks. Ryan Green is, if you're Joe Wall, you're square to your dude. This guy is to your right, just sitting there, basically stick tickling the Raptors, ready for a one-timer, nobody in sight because Phil Myers thinks he's going to block a shot in front of him. What are we doing? Phil, get the frig to your guy on the... Oh, my God. And it's a one-timer, no problem. Buries it, 1-0 Chicago. Wall tries to fly over to make the save. Obviously can't do that. And you're down 1-0. Meanwhile, Matisse Michelli, done. I'm not sure what he's doing either. Allowing Levshunov to come around the corner that easily and come right down on your goaltender, that's crazy stuff. And you're down 1-0. But then, John Tavares picks up a puck behind the net and wraps it around and kind of bangs away at it a couple times. Nick Robertson comes flying down from the point, gets body position on his defender, and smacks it home. He scores his 5th goal of the year at 19-12, under a minute to play in the first period. A big goal there for the Leafs. Tavares with the lone assist. It's 1-1. And you look at the period a lot differently. You outshoot them 14-10. 14! Are they sure they didn't, collect last game's shots and then just continued it into this one? 14 in the first period's crazy. At least for this team. And they had 10. You outshot them. It's 1-1. Okay, they played an alright period other than the freaking breakdown. You go to the second period. Midway through, the Leafs dominate zone time for a good minute and a half, 2 minutes. And it ends with an OEL point shot, and it gets deflected on the way through, but Morgan Riley is going towards the back post. So this thing lays on a platter for him, and he buries it for his 3rd goal of the year. Willie and OEL grab assists on the goal at 9:37, and midway through this hockey game, the Leafs have a 2-1 lead, but hold on, they challenge it. And I understand I'm a Leaf fan. Bleed blue and white, always. But how in the hell is that a goal? I mean, let's be honest. Nylander high sticks the puck above freaking Teuvu's head. I'm not sure how that's not a high sticking penalty, but I guess we'll take it. I don't know. Midway through the period, you got a 2-1 lead, and you end up going into the third period with a 2-1 lead. You get outshot 11-5 in the second period, but Joe Wall holds the fort. Hey, we're 20 minutes to go. You got a 1-goal lead. Let's get it done. Yeah, we obviously know what happens after that. 5 minutes in, Teuvo Teravainen scores. We're tied. Then late in the third period, under 5 to play, a point shot gets tipped in by Colton Dock. Great deflection. Can't do much about it. If you're Joe Wall, you just try and throw your body at the deflection and pray it hits you at that point. It doesn't. And with under 5 to play, they take a 3-2 lead, and it's a gut punch. Yeah, the Leafs outshot them 14-11 in the third period, outshoot them for the game 33-32, but in the end, you lose this game and pick up 0 points. It's a gut punch in that sense, but you got to try and say it's process-driven. It's a much better game. You got to build on that. Now, they go out there on Tuesday against St. Louis and lay an egg. I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you now, but I'm trying my best to hold down the fort, saying, okay, all right. Better today. Easton Cowan in the lineup. Yes, please. Joe Walt back. All right, like it. Build on it. The next one. Maybe. I don't know. And I'm not going to bring up faceoff dot anymore. This is 2 games in a row. The Leafs have flat out dominated the draws and lost in regulation. Not going to do that anymore. Power plays. Leafs looked awful on the power play. 0 for 3. They just can't enter the zone. When they get zone time, the passing around looks pretty good, but in the end, their entries are horrendous. They were 0 for 3 there. Blackhawks were 0 for 2. Didn't really do squat in the special teams wise. Joe Wall, obviously a decent night. First game back, 3 goals, 32 shots. I thought he was good. Not great, because great would have won you this game, but in the end, he was good enough to give your team a chance to win. They just didn't. Nick Robertson, a goal. Riley, goal. OEL, Tavares, Nylander, all had assists in the game. And guess who was a -2 in this game? Your old boy, Philip Myers. Can we stop this? Like, he's a -7 in 10 games. You know what that tells me? He's not good. All right? So I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to talk about this anymore. They stink. They keep losing. But what I will say is this. As negative as us Leaf fans have been, and there's been so much negativity with this team recently. And rightfully so. You lose 5 in a row, 3 of which you'll have 5 goals. You play pathetic in the last game. Look, you don't get any, you have 1 point in 5 games. You're going to have people talking. They are 4 points out of first place. As bad as they've been, you win 2, 3, 4 in a row, you could be first. It's how weird this Atlantic Division is right now. But they got to keep going. They got to keep playing better than they did the day before. As stupid as that sounds. Try and build off of today. Can they do it? Who the hell am I supposed to know? Talk to me Tuesday. They go out there and they put up a good performance at home against a bad St. Louis team at 7 o'clock. And they beat them in regulation. We look at it like, hey, all right. Process has been good the last 2 games, and now you've been rewarded for that process. You go out there and you lay an egg and get beat 6-2. This will be on my head yet again. I'm just going to leave it at that, all right? You know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. You do the video and not the game, because how can you? Smack the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. Let's follow there if you haven't done so already. I will talk to you guys Raptors in very shortly, and thank God they keep winning. Makes this a little bit more palatable. If they were the Raptors of the last couple of years, it'd be a grind to put on sports at this time of year. I'd be missing the Blue Jays that much more than I already do. But I'll talk to you guys post-game. Raptors edition, they beat the Pacers tonight. Good stuff. And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'll talk to you guys Tuesday night. Scotiabank Arena, 7 o'clock puck drop against the St. Louis Blues. Find a way to get a regulation win, please. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game, but the process. We'll talk to you guys then.